Okay. I think we are live now. All right. Hello, hello. I don't know if we have anyone on just yet. I know it's been a little bit. So for those of you that are catching the replay, yeah, I basically moved. So we are doing this at the new time. So it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern time. So for everyone that is on the East Coast, that should help. And then I think it's a little bit earlier for Pacific viewers, but hopefully it'll be good. Hopefully we get, oh no. Okay, I am getting an issue on my end. Okay. Dave, hello. Okay, you're here. I'm getting kind of an error message here. So hopefully everything's okay with the stream. It's saying, okay. Oh, okay. My computer is like glitching right now. Okay. So Dave, I can see that you're on here. So hopefully it's working for you guys. Let me know if it's not working. If it's a little bit slow for you guys, or you know what is going on. Let's see. Hello, Easy Dogs Gaming. Hello, welcome. How is this? How is the connection? Are you guys hearing me? Am I lagging? I'm hoping not. This is my first time. You know, I have a new internet service, new house, so we're just kind of getting used to everything here. But I'm gonna see, I'll see if you guys hop on, how everything's looking. I know it's been a little bit. I took that week off and it feels like it's been forever. Let's see, Davey said, starting sometime in September, you'll be missing the first hour on Mondays. Oh, okay. Oh, well, I wonder, I don't know, maybe there's another time that we could do this that might work for you or something like that. I want to make it work for you guys. You're seeing and hearing it. Okay, great. I know I didn't really tell everybody. I'm getting that we just have a poor stream health right now. So that might be the internet service. But it's choppy. Oh, great. Okay, I don't know. I'm connected to Wi-Fi. Oh no. We've been having some issues with this internet, so it is lagging. Oh no. Okay, we might have to switch our internet service that we got. Now it's clear. Okay. Yeah, I have to kind of figure out, I need to figure this out. I'm still gonna do tonight, but you know, I'll figure it out for next time. I know we don't have that many people on right now, so I'm hoping we get some more people hopping on, but I'll go ahead and still do our thing. I wanted to give it some time though, just because for the mystery crystal, you know, all of that. I wanted to give everybody a chance to win. But I know since I haven't been doing this for a week, it might be, you know, but okay. Hello, Mare, welcome. Okay, we are getting some people on. I'm so glad to see that. I know I started later. I just had to get it ready, and it was having to find all my stuff. You know, we only moved in a few days ago, so we're still, you know, I'm still setting up. This is kind of my temporary setup for right now. Oh, okay, so Dave, it's your favorite Canadian series. Oh, I understand. I get that. You gotta watch, you know, some shows for sure. All right, so I do have a deep love spread tonight. So, you know, this is going to be a longer one. That's why I kind of wanted to wait till we had some people on before I got started, just so that, oh yeah, forgot my stuff on the floor right there, but just so that, I don't even know what I'm saying. Okay, you're picking The dark blue, card number 3. Okay, I love it. So you're kind of in between both of these. Yeah, so this is the deep love connection. So this is a 9-card love spread. I felt like since I hadn't seen you guys in a week, and I haven't been here to kind of hear what's been going on with you, I wanted to do a really in-depth one. And I wanted to do that just to kind of catch up and let you guys really kind of feel how things are working, for your love life and everything. Yes, and then for the mystery crystal, I see you're already guessing. Okay, we do have some more people in. So for the mystery crystal, you can win some questions. And it's basically if you can guess the crystal in here. But I wanted to do something a little more fun, a little easier so that you guys can win. So what it's going to be from now on is it's going to be one of these. So one of these colors. So one of the 3 that I already picked, and you just have to pick which one you think it is. And as long as you put your guess in before I open the crystal, then you can win some questions. Yeah, I think tonight we'll do 2 questions. I know we do have a slower group, so I'm hoping Mondays is a good time for this, but I'm going to go based on you guys and how you feel and everything. But yeah, so it looks like we do have a smaller group tonight. Again, we'll see how this goes. If a Friday night or Wednesday night works better, then I can do that as well. I know it's also a different time zone. We're used to kind of doing these later. So I want to hear from you guys. If you can type in the comments what time and day of the week works the best for you to be able to join us live, because we want you to join us. We want you to guess the mystery crystal and all of that. So with that being said, I'm just going to go ahead and start cleansing my space, and then we'll do our meditation and we'll get into our reading. And then of course, if we do have some mystery crystal winners, then we will do that at the end as well. And we'll do Q&A, and then there is always the option. We have super chats. So if you want some questions, it's basically $1 per question. So you can do, 1 for 1, 2 for 2, 5 for 5, 10 for 10, or you can do $20, which will get you VIP for the night, and then you basically can answer unlimited questions as long as we have the Q&A running. So, okay, Lori, I see you're guessing the first. Okay. And then Dave, you're guessing light blue. Okay, I love it. Okay. My gosh, it's kind of blue everywhere. Okay, I'm just going to cleanse the space. Cleanse my cards. Okay. I'm feeling really good about this reading, and I'm really excited to share this with you guys. Yeah, I definitely have a good feeling. I think this is going to answer a lot of questions. Especially since it's been a while. I know Jules has been posting some videos while I've been off, but it's been a while since we've been live and done our readings together. So, okay. So even though it is just a little bit of us tonight on the live, it's okay. We're still going to do this because the replay is here. Hopefully, if you guys can't catch the live, you can at least watch the replays. Okay, so let's take a moment. It's been a long day. For some of us, it's been, a long week or so if you've been really busy. So let's take a moment and just clear our mind, clear our energy field, and restore us back to basically factory settings, blank slate. That's what we want to be. Mads, hi, welcome. Okay, so we do have some people coming on. So I know that you missed this, but for the mystery crystal, from now on, it's going to be one of these 3. So it makes it a little bit easier for you guys to win. And tonight is going to be 2 questions that you get for free if you choose the right mystery crystal. So make your guesses, and then we'll get into it. But let's take a moment and just focus on our breathing, really center ourselves. It's good to, fix your posture so your chakras are aligned, and just take a moment and let go of any lingering thoughts, any lingering feelings, any anxieties, any fears, any doubts, all of that. You want to breathe in the positive vibes through your nose, and then you want to breathe out through your mouth. Okay. So now that we are nice and centered, like I said, this is going to be a pretty in-depth love spread tonight. And we're going to kind of just check in and find out what is going on in your love life right now. So I'm going to go ahead and start. I hope, if people do end up hopping on, I hope you're able to kind of jump in. But for those watching the replay, I don't want to take too long. So, okay. So we are going to go ahead and start. Just take a moment, if you haven't already, to kind of pick which crystal is calling out to you. Which one do you feel, is speaking to you? Which one did you gravitate to when you first signed on? Oh, Taz, hello, welcome. Okay, I love it. Couple more guesses. Okay. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and begin the reading. And anyone that's hopping on, feel free to guess the mystery crystal, and then when we open up the Q&A, you'll get your questions. All right, love it. I love the guesses coming in, and welcome, Patricia. All right, so we're gonna start with the first one. So this is like a magenta. So a magenta crystal. So if this is the one that is calling out to you, we're gonna start with your reading. So the first one, this is going to be you and your energy. This is always usually the first one, that we start with to kind of see where you're currently at. Where do you stand in love? What's your mindset? What's your emotional openness? Like, we're just going to find out where you're starting. Okay? Okay, and I love this. So the first one I got is pamper yourself. So this right now is telling me that you are all about self-care. You're focusing on yourself. You're trying to fill up your own cup before, you try to fill up anyone else's. So this is a really healthy starting point. By the way, this is the Musings of Aphrodite deck. I really love it. It's very romantic. But yeah, I'm definitely sensing that your energy is all about, that self-love, that self-care, really taking care of yourself. And you're putting yourself first. So this is a really great energy. This is definitely going to help you attract someone, and especially someone. Oh, Dave, thank you so much. You posted a reminder in the messenger group. Thank you. I appreciate that. I wish I had thought of that. I did post in our Facebook group, but yeah, I didn't think about the messenger. But yeah, this is definitely going to help attract someone who's also going to, treat you that way. So it's definitely a good starting point. Now we're going to talk about your partner or your potential partner. So their energy. So how are they showing up? Or what type of love is approaching, if you're single, what type of love might be approaching you? Okay, I love this. I got shine bright. So this is telling me that this person, whether it's someone that you're with or someone that you're interested in, or, if you don't have anybody, it's going to be someone who is just shining bright like a light. They are just happy and, they want to help others. They want to just shine all over everybody and make everybody feel better. So definitely a really good starting point for them as well. So now we're going to talk about the connection between you. So the energy or the chemistry that is binding you together. So we're going to find out kind of what does bind you guys together. Okay. And for this, I got yes. So what this is telling me is that the two of you are both saying yes to love. You are saying yes to each other, yes to new experiences. There's just this newness. There's this energy that is pulling you guys together because you're no longer afraid of love. You're not hiding from it. You're actually saying yes to it. You want it. And this is actually connecting the two of you together. Okay? So the next one is going to be the strengths of the relationship. So what works well? What is the positive foundation of this relationship? Oh, I love this. So I got messages. And so not only, am I seeing, having a good communication with this person, being able to send messages, but I'm also, this also says you will soon receive a message from someone special. So you are going to be hearing from them soon. If you pick this crystal, then I absolutely believe that you will be hearing from them. So that is very exciting, you know. They're definitely about to reach out to you. So I love that, and it seems like this is a really strong point of your relationship anyway. Okay, and next we're going to talk about the challenges or the lessons of this connection. So, you know, what needs healing, adjusting, or awareness? Okay, we're going to kind of find out, you know, what could be the issue here. Okay, and for this, I got let love win. Okay, so there's definitely going to be challenges, you know, just like there's this lion here, you know, and there's fears and there's doubts and there's, you know, maybe even disagreements, things that, you know, you guys don't see eye to eye on, just like, you know, with a lion, we wouldn't see eye to eye with a lion. But it's saying to let love win, to like not be afraid, to not let fear in. So what I'm seeing is the lesson is to let those fears go, because you care more about love than, you know, you should care more about love than, you know, wanting to feed your fears, you know, because it is something that we can choose to feed or we can choose to starve. And so it's basically saying starve your fears, let love win. Okay, so I am loving this. This one's feeling really, really good. I don't know if any of you guys picked this one. I think maybe one. But, okay, now we're going to talk about the unspoken truths, okay? So the hidden feelings, subconscious influences, or what neither of you has said to each other. Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, so I got take action. So now is the right time to take inspired action. Go for it. So this is telling me, you know, this is kind of the influence. This is kind of what's happening. Like someone is about to take action. And like I said, I already saw with the messages, it does seem to be the other person. So this is definitely something that you can't see. You can't feel it, but it's happening. They are wanting to take that action. So that is exciting. They are actually like ready to go. So they're going to be, you know, doing something and making something happen. So I love that. I don't always get that. Now we're going to find out about the outside influences. As you guys know, outside influences can make or break a relationship. So, you know, this is friends, family, work, external factors, anything that can impact the love dynamic, okay? So we're going to find out what could be impacting this. Okay, so for this I got treat. So I love this. I'm getting it's time to treat yourself and indulge a little. So what this is telling me is that friends, family, you know, even like the universe is all for this. This is like saying, no, now is the time. You're going to indulge. You're going to have your moment in love. So I'm definitely sensing, you know, we did just have the Lionsgate portal. We've had a lot going on. I totally forgot to add that, by the way. I meant to do our forecast, but we'll do that next week. But yeah, I'm definitely sensing that everybody is all for this connection, you know, friends, family, the universe. This is like a treat for you and they want you to enjoy it. They want to see you enjoy it. So this is such good energy, honestly. So let's find out where this could go. What is the potential path? So where the relationship is heading if things continue as they are. So if nothing changes, you know, where are things heading? Okay, and I got Ishtar and Inanna. So again, this one is, again, we have another lion here, but it's the energy of Ishtar is with you. So love, fairness, and protection are highlighted now. So like I said, this has been like all green lights for this connection, this relationship. And again, now we have the energy of Ishtar. So now we have protection, we have fierceness, we have love, you know, so things are headed towards love. They're headed towards a connection that is protected by the divine, that is divinely guided. So I'm definitely sensing that, I mean, so far we haven't really found anything negative about this relationship. It's all been really, really good. So now we're going to talk about the advice or the next step. So, you know, guidance from spirit or the universe on how to move forward with love. Okay. Oh, I love this. And I got new love. And it says, Amor is going to strike his arrow soon. Be prepared for the butterflies in your stomach. Okay, so anyone that picked this, like this is saying, you are headed towards a new love, whether it's with someone that you haven't met yet or someone that you've already met, someone that you're already interested in. Like I said, this has been full of green lights, and I never get that. So anybody that picked Magenta, I'm telling you right now, there's something really special about this connection. This is definitely feeling soulmate energy. I have to say, this feels like soulmate energy. So I'm loving that. I want to give you guys a bonus card. Sorry, I had them down there. I have to get my organization going. So I'm going to do an Angels of Abundance card. I love this. You know, it just gets us into the abundant mindset so that we can really start attracting what we want into our life. So for everyone that picked this one, and again, this isn't about love. This one is just your regular life, you know, how you can attract abundance. And I got unlimited ideas. Okay, so that tells me the divine is trying to give you a lot of ideas for what you should do next. You know, whether you're talking about your career, moving, you know, relationship, whatever it is, you are going to be given these ideas, and it's up to you to take the action to make it happen. But just know that those ideas will be coming to you. So you don't even have to fret. You will get exactly what you need from the universe when you need it. So I love that so much. And that was the magenta crystal. So I'm going to move on to the next, to the blue. And we will get started on that one. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. I don't know how many of you guys picked that here that are on the live tonight. But, you know, it was definitely for a specific person. So there's definitely someone somewhere that needs to hear that. Okay, sorry. Just need a little pick-me-up tonight. Okay. So now I'm going to do the blue crystal. Okay. So I just put that there. All right. So let me get this back up. Sorry. All right. So we're going to do the same thing, but now for you guys. Okay, so the first one again is you and your energy. So where you currently stand in love, your mindset, and your emotional openness. So, you know, where are you right now? Okay, so for this one I got protection. So, you know, I'm definitely sensing that you're feeling very protective, you know, maybe over yourself or maybe over this other person that you're really interested in. But I'm just sensing this need to protect, you know, there's definitely just like this innate sense where you feel like you just want to wrap your arms around somebody and you just want to protect them, whether that's you or this partner that you're thinking about. So very strong vibes there, really good energy. Now we're going to talk about them. So your partner, your potential partner, or, you know, if you're single, the type of love that's approaching, but their energy and how they are showing up. So, you know, how are they showing up right now? And for this one, I got intimacy. So right now, you know, they might be feeling very intimate, feeling very sensual. You know, whether this is towards you, whether this is toward, like, just in their love life right now. But I'm definitely sensing, you know, their sensual energy is coming through really strong right now. So, you know, that is where they are at. So you're feeling protective and they are feeling very intimate, you know, very, very sensual. Okay, now we're going to talk about the connection between you two. Okay, so the energy or the chemistry that is binding the two of you together. We're going to find out what that is. Okay, and for this one, I got Aphrodite. So the energy of Aphrodite is with you. So romance and beauty are highlighted now. So this is telling me the connection is a very sexual connection. It's very, you know, it's chemistry. It is having that, just that connection in that way, that attraction to each other. It's very, very sensual again. So I'm definitely sensing lots, you know, Aphrodite, she's known for that romance and love. So it's definitely feeling very, very attractive. You know, there's definitely a superstar. It's like a magnet putting you guys together. It's very, very strong attraction there. Okay. Now we're going to talk about the strengths of the relationship. So what works well and, you know, what is the positive foundation of this relationship. And for this, I got love and accept yourself. So I love this. This is telling me, like, the two of you accept and love yourselves and each other. So you're not going to be passing judgments, you know, on people on what choices they've made, their past. It's definitely a very grounded mindset where you're able to see this person for who they are, and accept them for that as well. So it's very beautiful. And now we're going to talk about the challenges, the lessons. So what needs healing, adjusting, or awareness? Oh, I'm so sorry. Hang on 1 second. Troy, you just opened the door. Okay. Sorry about that. He was supposed to be watching my toddler. Okay. All right, so now we're going to talk about, I'm so sorry. We're talking about the challenges and the lessons. So what needs healing, adjusting, or awareness? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm loving this. And I feel like this is, again, a very specific message for a very specific person, okay? Have faith. And it is saying that keeping the faith is important to attract what you want. Stay in the right vibration. So this is a challenge. It's been a challenge for you to have faith in this connection, to have faith that the universe is working it out, that the universe is bringing the two of you together, that it's going to work out. So I just love this. I love this story that I feel like I'm already right there with you guys. And I'm feeling it. I'm really liking, this connection, the way that I'm seeing it come together. Okay, now we're going to talk about the unspoken truths. So this is what's hidden, feelings. It could be the subconscious influences, what neither of you has said to each other. It's just going to be something that is at play here in this connection that we can't see. We can't see, we can't hear, we just we don't know about it, right? That's why we have to be here. Okay, I love this. I got commitment, okay? And what this says is so important, okay? So not only do we have commitment, but it says you have found or are about to find someone who has serious intentions. Okay, that's huge. That is telling me that this person wants a commitment. They really, deep down, that's what they want. And it's going to come true. This is at play. This is already happening without you having to lift a finger or do anything. Maybe it hasn't come towards you just yet, but it is at play. It is happening, okay? So definitely I'm seeing that they are someone that can be committed, that wants to be committed. They want that kind of love, that kind of connection, okay? Now we're going to talk about the outside influences. So friends, family, work, or external factors impacting the love dynamic, okay? So let's just kind of see where we're at. Okay, I love this. So I got creativity. So this is telling me, it's not necessarily everybody else. This is just kind of the major energy, the major vibes that's at play here. So it says, Venus is the planet of art and creation. So this is where we start to get creative. This is saying, creativity is here. It wants you to be creative to make this connection work. So I'm definitely sensing thinking outside the box for this connection, doing things differently than maybe how you have before or how you usually do. So, I'm just seeing it's influencing, but it definitely is a huge factor in this connection, in this relationship. Okay, next we're going to talk about the potential path. So where the relationship is heading if things continue as they are. Okay. Oh, I love this. So I got femme fatale, okay? I love this card. And it's not always negative, okay? So this says, now is the time to embody the energy of a seductress or seducer. So what this is telling me, I'm definitely sensing a physical connection happening, So having an intimate moment with this person, having those, seducing this person, like really, really having that physical connection. So I'm definitely sensing that is going to happen. And whether that is a one-night stand or something that's ongoing or something that starts, maybe like small and then grows into something stronger, I'm definitely sensing, there's a lot of seduction happening here in this connection. Okay, but now we are going to get advice or the next step. So this is going to be guidance from spirit or the universe on how to move forward with love. Okay, So let me see. Oh my gosh, I love this. So I got new life, and it says now is the time to reinvent yourself. This is a new chapter in your life. So again, anytime we get this, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to change anything about yourself or reinvent anything. But I'm sensing that you're going to have a new life. Like this is saying the next step. So it's less advice, it's more so the next step that's kind of happening. And it's going to be a new life. And it looks like with this person, definitely it's very, very possible because so far, with the commitment, I mean, we just got so many different cards that I feel point strongly to something coming out of this relationship, of this connection. Oh, Justin, you made it. I'm so glad to see you. I'm sorry that you're late too, because you probably would have liked this one, but hopefully you can at least catch the replay and then, kind of see what this one is. But yeah, I know it was kind of a slow night. I started a little bit later and I missed weeks, so. Oh yeah, I hope you can catch the replay, but you did make it in time for the mystery crystal, and it was one of these 3 colors. So from now on, it's going to be one of the 3 that I have here. So if you want to make your guess, and then in the Q&A, you go win a couple free questions. But I'm so sorry that you missed it, but maybe something, will come out of the purple one for you. Okay, so we are going to finish this one. It's our last one for the night. So, all right, so let's do this. Okay, so first card is, again, always going to be you or your energy. So, where you currently stand in love, your mindset, and your emotional openness. Okay, so for this one, I got secret admirer. Okay, I love this because, this could definitely mean you secretly admiring someone, but what this is also saying is your inner and outer beauty attracts a lot of admirers. They might be stalking you online. So this is telling me that your energy is so attractive. It is so magnetic that you literally have people admiring you, stalking you, wanting to know what you're up to, what you're doing. They just want to know everything about you. So this is super, super magnetic. Oh, Justin, sounds good. Yeah, so I'm loving that. That's a great energy. Like I said, that is just completely, just magnetic. I wish I could find another word for that, but that is the main one that is coming to me. Okay, but now let's talk about this person, your partner or your potential partner. So their energy, how they're showing up, or what type of love is approaching if you're single. So let's kind of see. Oh, okay, I'm loving this. So their energy, I got fun. So they are just having fun with life. They are enjoying everything. They are just trying to have fun and enjoy life, and they're not taking it too seriously. So I have to say, there is a little bit of lack of seriousness, which could be good or bad. Maybe they're just trying to have a good time. Maybe they don't want a long-term commitment. It's hard to say just off this one card, but their major energy is fun. So they definitely, they're in it for a good time. Okay, but now let's find out about the connection between you. So the energy or the chemistry that binds you guys together. Let's find out about that. Okay, so for this one, I got openness. Okay, I love this. So there's definitely, the two of you are both open. You're open to this new connection. Maybe you're open to trying new things. You're open to it being different than maybe you thought it would be, you're not, some people are so stuck on an outcome or a way that things are supposed to be, but the two of you are different, where you're able to just let things be as they are, and kind of let things grow naturally. All right, now we're going to talk about the strengths of the relationship. So what works well? What is the positive foundation that we have here? Okay, and for this one, I got patience. So I love this. And it says, right now it's not the right time to act upon something new, but the right moment will come. So this is all about having that patience. It's like the both of you are not trying to rush this relationship or this connection. You want it to be fun. You want to savor it. You want to savor those moments where it's new, where it's fun and exciting. And, you know, there is a beauty in that, because when you think about a relationship and you think about really all the different stages, you're only in that new getting to know each other, everything's fresh, butterfly phase for so long until it becomes a routine relationship. And, you know, it gets deeper, but it will never go back to that newness that it was. So, you know, for anyone, I know it's exciting, but it is so good to really savor that moment, to savor those moments. And just know that, like, they're never coming back, you know, unless you end up breaking up and starting again with someone new. Okay, now we're going to talk about challenges and lessons. So what needs healing, adjusting, or awareness? Okay. Oh, I love this. Okay, this is very easy, so I love this. This is rest and relax, and it says you've been very busy lately. Calm down and relax a little. Okay, so this is saying, you know, the challenge is maybe that you do too much. Maybe you're just the type of person that just is always going, you know, you never stop. You're always thinking about other people, always giving to other people, and you're not really taking that time to relax and to recharge yourself. So, you know, that it would be like a challenge, but also a lesson. You know, it's something that you need to be aware of. You need to know that you can't do it all. No person can. You will experience burnout, you know. We have to rest. We have to recharge. Okay, now we're going to talk about the unspoken truth. So anything that's hidden, anything that we can't see, that we don't know of. Oh, I just realized I forgot the angels of abundance for the last one. So I'm going to go back and do that. But sorry, that just like hit me out of nowhere. Okay, or what neither of you has said. So we're going to talk about what is hidden. Okay, for this one, I got retreat. So this is, you know, take a step back and make yourself rare. Honor yourself for now. So this is saying, you know, there is an energy where you do need to pull back a little bit. So I wouldn't, you know, I don't usually tell people to do this, but this is clear as day. This is saying, take a step back, make yourself rare. Do you understand what that means? Make yourself scarce. Like, you are not available all the time 24/7 for this person. You are not the, you know, you're not that. I could go on and on about this, but it is just, you have to take that, you know, you have to pull back a little bit. It's going to help in the long run. So, you know, that is what I'm sensing for that. I hope you can't hear them in the other room. I'm so sorry if you can. Let me see. Oh, James, it's good to see you too. Yeah, I know I'm kind of, you know, we're just kind of getting back into it. So it's a little bit more calm tonight, but I'll be back fully next week. It's just that I just moved, so things are a little bit crazy here. Okay, but I'm liking this one. This is a really interesting one. Now we're going to talk about the outside influences. So friends, family, work, or external factors that are impacting this dynamic, okay? We're going to find out what is going on. Okay, and I'm getting sadness, okay? So this person has not fully healed from what they're going through. Or maybe it's you. It's one of the two of you is still dealing with sadness. You're still dealing with loneliness, you know, wishing that things would work out. There's definitely just some things that haven't fully been resolved just yet. And that's definitely going to influence this connection. So anytime someone, you know, hasn't moved on from something or someone, it's going to affect that relationship. So the next one is going to be the potential path. So where the relationship is heading if things continue as they are. Okay, so for this one, I got self-worth. Okay, so I love this because, you know, this is telling me no matter what happens in this relationship, your self-worth is going to matter. Your self-worth is going to be, you know, a major lesson, you know, something that you're going to learn, something that is going to grow because, you know, you went through this. So I love it. You know, it says Venus is also the planet of value, and check if you give yourself away too easily. Okay, so that's advice right there. We're not even on the advice one yet. But this is telling me that your self-worth is what matters. And again, we have gotten this message twice now. We got retreat and we got self-worth. So it's telling me to really pull back. You really need to pull back from this connection because you need to focus on your own value. And this person is not, they're not seeing your value, or they're not appreciating it for where it's at right now. Okay, so now we're getting to the advice. So the advice and the next step. So guidance from spirit or the universe on how to move forward with love. Okay. Oh, I love this. We got sorceress. And, you know, this is going to be honestly about magic, you know, manifestation, whatever it is, casting a spell. You know, it says to write down your wish on a piece of paper, call my name, and I will assist you. So that is definitely telling me, you know, manifestation vibes and really trying to make things happen. Sometimes you can't do everything in the physical world. You know, you can't do it all, and you have to resort to the spiritual and the energetic world, you know, and you have to use what you have, you know, at your disposal to make happen what you want. So I'm definitely sensing that this one might be a little bit deeper. It's going to be something that's going to challenge you. So I love that. Oh, and Davey said blue resonates more tonight than purple for you. Okay, and Tundi, hello, welcome. Welcome, Timothy. I know you guys are kind of coming in right at the end of the readings. But I hope you guys can catch the replay to see what we did say. But I did forget the Angels of Abundance card. It's just an extra card that I like to give. But I'm going to do this for the blue one. Something, you know, to help you attract more abundance into your life. So for this, I got declutter. So, you know, this could be a lot of different things. It could be your home. It could be your, you know, your friends, your, you know, your online presence, like if there's negative people there. But it's definitely going to help, because when you get rid of things that aren't serving you, that don't really help, then you make room for the things that do. So it's a very good energetic thing to do. And then I'll do for the purple card that we just did. I did quiet retreat. Okay, this is the second time you guys have gotten retreat for the purple. So it is saying, you know, now you need to disconnect from the outer world. You need to connect with your inner world. So you need to create quiet time for yourself wherever you can, however you can get away, however you can just, you know, meditate and be alone. That's going to give you the clarity on what you need to do next. Okay, so I love that one. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Yes, Timothy, you will. But hey, next week I will be back. It will be 8 p.m. I was a little bit late today. Like I said, I wasn't fully set up yet. But now I am. So next Monday it'll be 8 p.m. Eastern time now. So and then Justin, you said now you know that was Kelly I was talking about, because Kelly didn't see anything in you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. But, you know, I do know that she never really seemed open to that connection. So that was something that always stood out to me. Datfish Gal, hi, welcome. And, okay, yes, Justin, actually, the blue one was really good tonight. It was very, very specific. That one was, yeah, I really like that one. So hopefully you can watch it and hopefully it resonates for you. And Timothy, you said you've had a busy day, 6.5 hours drive back from Illinois, and then men's meeting with members of your church at 7. You just got back home. Oh, wow, that's been crazy then. It went really good, Timothy, thank you. It was very tiring, you know, very long drive, very exhausting. But we got here and we're definitely very happy. So it's all good, and we'll be back. I just had to, you know, I feel like I'm still coming off of vacation too for myself. So, you know, we're just kind of jumping back into it here. But from now on, you know, it'll be Mondays. I'll try to be more punctual with 8 p.m. That way you guys know and you don't have to wait for the notification or anything. Okay, so that was the collective reading. And, oh, for everyone that hopped on, okay, let me show you these again. So I do have the mystery crystal because we are going to open the Q&A. So Anyone that guesses it right, again, you get 2 free questions tonight. So it's going to be one of these 3. It's always going to be one of the 3 that I pick for the cards, just to make it a little easier so you guys can kind of win easier. So you can make your guesses if you're just hopping on, and I will do that shortly. Yes, Timothy, thank you. Yeah, I mean, luckily we got here in one piece. Everyone's healthy, so so it went okay. All right, and I'll wait and see. Oh, I love that. You said it must be your lucky day because I'm on, and then you think Jill's posted tonight, so you get a double whammy of blessings. I love it. Yes, and I hope you get to watch the replay and like pick your crystal and see, because they were really good. They were definitely very specific, each one. They were telling just their own stories. Okay, Justin, you're going with the smallest one, so magenta. Okay, let's see. Any other guesses before I reveal it? Hi, Diane, welcome. You are catching us at our Q&A portion. We're just about to do the mystery crystal. So if you want to place your guess before I reveal it, you could win a couple free questions. And then we are doing super chats. So, it's $1 per question, and that goes up to 20. But if you do a 20 super chat, then you have unlimited for the Q&A portion of the night. So just a couple options that we have. But I'm just going to wait a minute and see if anyone has any more guesses before I reveal it. But then we'll get started, and I'll go ahead while I wait, and I'll just get my other deck going. By the way, how do you guys feel about this one? Do you like this deck? I like it. It's definitely different, it's its own vibe, but I feel like tonight it just came together and it was very specific. Oh, Justin, I love that. You said you honestly really did miss me. You felt lost without me. That's so sweet. Well, I'm so glad that I am able to help you that much. And thank you so much. Oh, thank you for praying for me. Yeah, it's always, traveling long distances is always a little nerve-wracking, but I'm really happy. I'm happy that it all worked out and everyone is alive and good. Oh, okay. Sorry, I gotta find a solution for this. Okay, I'm gonna use this deck because it has really pretty animations. It's the Astro Matrix. So this is tarot, classic tarot, but it's very pretty. Okay, so I think everybody has done their guesses. All right, so I will go ahead and reveal it. And then this will be our deck that we're gonna use. Okay, so I know that there was a few. Oh, okay. Timothy, you had to restart your phone. Okay, well, I'm gonna give you a chance since you're on and you just told me that. To guess. So these are the options. It's gonna be one of these, and then we will do it. The Q&A. Yeah. Let me see. Okay, yeah, so we did have some winners too. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that no one heard from me and you were worried. Yeah, I definitely was just in it. We were definitely just, it was a lot of work. So, so I'm sorry I didn't mean to scare anybody, but we are definitely fine. Everyone's happy and healthy. It was just a lot, I'm still not fully moved in or anything, but we're working on it. Okay, so Timothy, you say the one on the left. Okay, so I'll go ahead and reveal, and then okay. And then you guys also know which one you guessed. So I will go ahead and do the reveal. So it was blue. So everyone that guessed blue, I know Dave, you had guessed blue. Taz, you guessed blue. Patricia, you said crystal 2. You also won. Let's see. I think there was a couple more. And I'm going down to the newer ones. So give me just a second. I know some of you guys just guessed. Tundi, you did say blue. James, you said blue. Okay, so you guys all win tonight. So you get 2 free questions. So go ahead and type them in whenever. And then, of course, Justin, you did the super chat. So, yeah, so you get 10 questions. So you can go ahead and ask whenever. And like I said, I just want to make it a little easier to guess. Even if you don't get it this time, maybe you'll get it next time. But because there's so many different colors and crystals that it could be. So I figured let's just make this a little bit easier. Just because I like to see people win. All right, so let me know. Hopefully everybody that won is still online. That's why, if you guys try to stay online, that way you can get your winnings. Oh, Timothy, we're doing super chat the regular way where it's $1 per question, up until 20, and then $20 is VIP, which would be unlimited questions for the entire night. So we're still doing that way. That's going to be the way that I want to do it. I just feel like it makes the most sense. It's, the best, and you get your answers. You're not paying per card. I can pick as many cards as possible. I just feel you're paying for answers, so I'm going to give you answers. So, oh, I know. Well, Justin, yes, but you did a super chat. It's okay. It's okay that you didn't win, but you have your 10 questions. But yeah, I do like that you guessed. Yes, of course. All right, and I'm just waiting for everybody. We did have a lot of winners, so I hope that everyone didn't hop off already before I revealed it. But, oh, okay. So, Dave, you said, will you find a new doctor by the end of the year? Okay, I got the Lovers, so that's definitely yes, and it's going to be a good doctor as well. So, it's definitely going to be very divinely guided, like the right kind of doctor that you need. Someone that's really going to take you seriously and help you and give you, exactly what you're looking for when it comes to your healthcare. So I'm definitely seeing that you will. So that's really good news. All right. And I'll just keep waiting, but I have a feeling that some people did not stay on, even though they guessed. Okay, Justin, you said question 1, even though Cecilia has a boyfriend, how is she feeling about you? Okay, so I got the 7 of Pentacles, so I am sensing, there's like that long-term view, she's definitely thinking about, what could be, okay? And then I also got the Emperor, so she respects you. She has a lot of respect for you, and she sees you as someone very stable. So someone that is, just, you're always going to be there, you're very steady, so it's not like they have to... So she just trusts that you're going to be there. But then I also got the Hierophant. So I am sensing, that the fact that you guys work together and she has, the boyfriend, there is that blocking her. So obviously, she can't really, even if she does feel something, she can't really entertain it. You know what I mean? She's trying to do the right thing. But, she thinks good about you. So that's good. Okay, let's see. Timothy, you said, what message does the universe have for you for the rest of August? Okay, so I got the 2 of Pentacles. So I do see, having to kind of adapt to things, kind of to manage your priorities and have to adapt to things that are going on in your life. I'm also seeing Judgment. So I am seeing, someone, kind of going to a new phase, someone, entering a judgment about you, okay? And then I also see the High Priest. So I do see you following your intuition. So this is just kind of like what is kind of happening, but I'm seeing, you're going to follow your intuition. There's going to be a judgment, maybe placed on you, but you kind of have to just manage your, your decisions and your decision making. Okay. And then let's see. And then Justin, oh, you said 10 questions you don't know what well, that's what you get. So, it could be pendulum, it could be, really anything that feels good to you. So, okay. And then Dave, you said bonus question number 2, does Hope plan to reach out to you soon? Okay, so I got the King of Cups. So I am sensing that there are some feelings brewing about this. Let me kind of get a little bit more. And then I got the Knight of Pentacles. So it's like she is looking for that opportunity. It doesn't seem like it's happened yet, but she is looking for that opportunity. And then I got the Knight of Wands. So it does seem like something is going to happen that's going to, you know, kind of push her in that direction. It's going to be, you know, some kind of passion, something that's, you know, even if it's anger, something, it could be anger. She might reach out in anger, but I am sensing that like it is going to cause her to end up reaching out. So yeah, so I do think, you know, it might not be immediate, but I'm sensing all of these things kind of building up and working together to where she eventually ends up, you know, doing it. So, you know, it's definitely going to happen at some point. Okay, and then Taz, you said, will Bob and you reunite soon? Okay. So I got the King of Wands. So I do think that you guys will reunite. You know, I sense that passion is still there, and the two of you, you know, you've kind of worked, you know, on yourselves to the point where you're more mature and you're more able to kind of, you know, do that kind of thing. So I'm definitely sensing that you guys will. And then you asked, will work get better for you? And for that, I got the Seven of Wands. So I do see that you are kind of fighting some unseen, you know, the unseen. Could be, you know, spiritual. It could be just like issues, things that are hard. So it is going to be a battle. I can't lie. But let's kind of see what the outcome will be. So I did get the Seven of Swords. So I'm sensing that, you know, there may be, it might not be, I don't know. It's hard for me to say this one because, you know, maybe this is telling you to act strategically, but there's also could be a betrayal of somebody else. So it could be, you know, your job could cut your hours. They could, you know, do something that you're not happy with. So I am sensing, you know, you might want to kind of lay low, maybe look for something else, you know, or it might just be a challenging time of your life. So that is what I'm getting for that. And let's see. Okay, sorry. Okay, and then James, you said, does the universe have any messages for you? Okay, so I got the Two of Swords. So I'm sensing, you know, that there is going to be an important decision that you're going to have to make soon. I also got the King of Pentacles. So I am sensing that you're going to like manifest something like in the material world. So, you know, maybe a good payday, an expected check. I'm definitely sensing something, you know, maybe where all your needs are just met and, you know, it's very divinely guided. And then let's do one more. And then I got the Tower. So I'm sensing, you know, an upheaval in your life. So something's going to change and it's going to push you into the direction that the universe wants you to go in. So yeah, this is really exciting actually. I love when I get like exciting things happening because sometimes not much happens and it's kind of boring, you know. Okay, let me see. Okay, and then Justin, you said number 2, was she happy to see you at work today, even though it was for a brief split second? Okay, so I got the Page of Swords. So yeah, she was happy to see you. It seems like she is curious about you. So she wants to kind of get to know more about you. You know, she's definitely, you know, feeling that. She's sensing that she just wants to know more about you. She wants to get to know you a little better. But she was happy to see you for sure. All right, and then Timothy, you said question 2. You haven't revealed your presence to your kids at the bus stop yet this year. Should you wait longer or reveal yourself this week? Okay, let's see. So we'll start with, you know, should you wait longer? So for that, I got the Page of Wands, you know, so I'm feeling like, you know, maybe this is kind of a new idea that you have. Or should you reveal yourself this week? Let's see. So I'm getting no. So definitely not this week. I'm getting that you should wait a little bit longer, you know. It just, you know, just with your whole situation, it could create more issues. So I'm definitely sensing just to wait a little bit. But I do like the passion that you have for that, for sure. Okay. Let's see. Oh, and Davy said she might even lash out and yell at you that she's filing that report because she thinks you pinged her when you didn't. Oh, well, that's interesting. You know what? It definitely did seem very angered and all of a sudden reaching out. So definitely could be that. But hey, you know, at least you would kind of have a little bit to go off of to kind of know what's going on with that connection. And then Timothy, you said question 3, Maddie has been watching the kids at the bus stop. Is she wanting to see you swing through in the morning to try and see the kids? Okay, so I got the 6 of Pentacles. So it does seem like she does want, deep down, she does want to share it with you. Like she does want you to have that equal, you know, parenting share. I don't know what word I would use for that. But, you know, she does want you to have an equal role in the kids' lives. But let's see what else. And I also see that she does also want to have that happy family as well. So that is definitely influencing it as well. And then let me just do one more. And then I got strength. So it does seem like, you know, she might be starting to come around a little bit. Even if she's not fully admitting it, I'm sensing, you know, she's wanting to do the right thing. Maybe she's starting to feel a little bit different about things. And she's wanting her kids to be happy. She's wanting her family to be happy. And she is really trying to work on herself, it looks like. So yeah, it does look like that's something, you know, maybe not right away, but definitely down the line for sure. Okay. And then Justin, he said number 3. Oh, but pendulum question. Okay. Love it. I'm going to pull out the pendulum. Okay. And then, okay. Oops. I'll move it over. Okay. I know you won't be able to see fully, but you said Cecilia has given you her number and you've been texting each other. Is she liking that you do text? And okay, so let's start. Is she liking that you guys text? And I'm getting yes. And then you also asked, does she secretly like you somewhat? And for that, I got maybe. So it could definitely be brewing right now. It could be something that maybe she's not wanting to admit to herself, something that she's not fully aware of, that kind of thing. But I am sensing, you know, that it could be brewing for sure. Okay. And then Dave, I saw that you did your super chat. So question 1, you said, could you run into one of the guys from Hope's gaming group in the near future? Okay, so I did get the 9 of Swords. So it seems like you might have anxiety over this, you know, about running into them. But let me see, get you a real answer. So I did get the 8 of Wands. So I'm sensing that you will quickly, like it will happen. Maybe you have anxiety about it though, but I also got the 3 of Cups. So I hope this can help kind of ease your mind that it's going to be a positive interaction. So very happy, no bad vibes. So hopefully that makes you feel good that, you know, everything's going to be okay. Okay. And then Justin, you said you think you and Cecilia get along well because she found out that you're a Christian and she's one too, but she started going back to church and you've been praying with her and for her. Oh, I love that. Okay. And then Timothy, you said you just got back from a 4-day trip to Illinois, the town that you graduated in. Your foster dad's health is very bad. And while you did grounding walks in nature. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that about your foster dad. And then you said you also went to the Mississippi River and took a spiritual moment during the sunset and got a bunch of pictures, did some releasing. Oh, I love that. That's so amazing. It sounds like really, really nice, actually. Okay, and then Dave, question number 2, probably for the pendulum. Okay, let's do it. You said about a month ago you were at the game store and you talked with the manager there, and he mentioned that the only RPG game is Hope's under 16 game. Oh. Okay, and then question is, what caused Hope to have to give up her regular game? And was it by choice? Okay, let's see. All right. So first let me connect to my guide. Okay. Okay. So the question is, what caused Hope to have to give up her regular... Oh, I'm going to start with, did she give up her regular game by choice? Okay, so I'm getting no for that, and let's see what caused her to have to give it up. I actually got losing a bet. So that's kind of interesting. Looks like maybe she placed a serious bet with someone at her job or, at the game place. And maybe since she lost, it was that she had to give that up. And then you said you were a bit worried about crossing paths with someone like Ben or Carlos. I definitely understand that. But like I said, it looks like it's going to be a positive interaction, maybe, at least with a couple people. So I feel like, that should help, release that. Okay. And then Justin, you said, how did Cecilia feel when you prayed for her when she asked you to? Was she amazed and felt better after praying for her? Okay, so how did she feel when you prayed for her? So I got the 4 of Wands, so she definitely felt really happy, really, really good. And then your next question was, and was she amazed at, how she felt better after you prayed for her? Oh, and I love this. I got the Magician. So yes, not only was she amazed, but she was inspired and felt like, wow, now she can actually create her own, future. She can pray and ask for what she wants and needs. So I love that. That is so beautiful. Okay. And then Timothy, question 4, you said you haven't heard from your lawyer yet. What does the energy around your court case look like? Your next court date is September 10th. Okay, so that is coming up soon. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so I got the Queen of Cups. Let me do a couple more. Queen of Pentacles. And the Ace of Cups. Okay, I'm liking this. This is really good energy. Okay, first of all, we have 2 queens. Okay, queen is going to be that nurturing, just like a queen would be. So very nurturing, very grounded in your emotions, very caring. So I'm sensing, feeling the Queen of Cups. So there's going to be people that feel for you, they're feeling for what you're going through. And then the Queen of Pentacles tells me there's going to be, that opportunity, maybe a mediation. So something where an opportunity to talk it out or to do something else other than punishment, because, the Queen is going to be more feminine, more maternal, more trying to guide than trying to punish. And then I got the Ace of Cups, which is new feelings. So this could be new feelings from you, new feelings, the judge or, whoever's prosecuting or, whatever it is, or even the person that is, that created the situation. So it definitely is looking really good. It's looking in your favor, I have to say. It does look like they will be working in your favor. So that is good news. And hopefully that, can help ease some of the anxiety with that. And then Justin, you said number 5, the pendulum question. You said, is it possible that you're being protected by something since you haven't seen Kelly at work for over a month? Oh my gosh, that's a long time to not see her. But, okay, so could you be protected? Okay, for that, I'm getting maybe. So let's see, what does that have to say about Kelly? Oh, wow. Okay. So it actually spelled out, I don't know if you saw that, but it said Kelly wasn't for you. So I definitely think that is kind of like the universe letting you know that and letting you know that it's okay. Like you can release it. You haven't seen her and it's like she was not yours, to have. So even though it can be hurtful, it's a good thing because you have that closure now and instead of having to wonder, is she the one? Did I make a mistake? And now you have that closure and the universe said, no, that this is not the one. There's someone else for you. So, it's a little bittersweet. But yeah. And Dave, yes, I did think that was interesting as well. But yeah, that was what I got. And I'm waiting to see if anyone has any more questions. So I'll just wait a minute. Okay, and then Timothy, you said question number 5 for the pendulum. Has Maddie been thinking more about you since she hasn't seen you in a while? And you can see that it's going to yes, and it's going so fast. So yes, she absolutely has been thinking about you more since she hasn't seen you. And it's so funny because that last one, I don't know if you would have picked it, but the last one with the purple, that one was saying retreat, retreat. It kept saying like, make yourself scarce type. Like it was very, very, so I don't know if you would have picked that one, but sometimes it really does work magic when it comes to connections, It's better to make yourself scarce sometimes. And James, you said, can the pendulum tell you anything about Becky's thoughts or feelings? Yes, let's see. Oh, I love that. It said very strong for you. So yeah, that definitely sounds very, very promising. I love that. And Ron, hey, yes, you are catching us right at kind of at the end of the Q&A. So we did already do the mystery crystals. So some people are doing their questions that they won. And then we have the super chat option where you can, do $1 per question and get your questions answered. And like I said, it doesn't go by card or pendulum. It's just you choose if you want pendulum or cards, and I will get you the answer. So regardless, it'll just be, however many questions. And then, Justin, you said it seems like Kelly was avoiding you or something's wrong, but now you do have that closure that she isn't the one. Yeah. So it does help because you're no longer wasting energy, on something that, isn't meant to be. Okay. And then Timothy said, what is Maddie's current energy towards you? Okay. Got the King of Swords, so I'm definitely saying, okay, well, let me do all and then I'll explain. Okay. Very interesting. So I got the King of Swords. So, this is about communication. It's wanting to be honest, wanting to have that communication. And then we have the Ten of Wands, which is showing a burden. So she's definitely feeling burdened, by everything, and she wants it to be completed. She wants the burden to kind of go away. But then we have the Five of Wands. So there's still a conflict with you, and she's also probably conflicted with herself as well. She's conflicted, doesn't really know what she wants to do. It's definitely that internal conflict that she's dealing with. But that is her energy towards you right now. So it's very mixed, very, very interesting. And I feel like it makes sense with everything that you have going on too. Okay, and then Dave, you said question number 3, if Hope and you come together soon, will she want to be with you at a family gathering like Thanksgiving in October or Boxing Day in December? Okay, let's see. Okay, so I got Hermit. So she might be a little bit nervous. She might be more of an introvert. Maybe he's not really into, other people's families and all of that. So I'm definitely sensing a little bit of that. So maybe, and then I also got the 8 of Swords. So it does seem like she's going to have negative thoughts and feel like, it's not going to be for her. And then the 7 of Cups, which is going to be kind of wanting to do something else, like wanting to find something else that she can do. So it definitely would be a challenge to get her to want to do something like that. All right. And Jay Wire, thank you. I saw you bought your questions. So you said, what is the energy between Sam and you? Okay. So I got the Queen of Wands. So I'm definitely sensing, there's a connection there. There's history, whether it's in this life or a past life, there's definitely a foundation already laid. And then I also got the Devil. Okay, now I'm sensing that this is your twin flame, okay? And it's holding the two of you guys together. And then I also got the 9 of Wands. So I sense, that you guys have tried before. Maybe it just didn't work out, but it's like you want to try one more time. So the energy is definitely, whether again, it's in a past life, twin flames, that's very karmic. It's a very karmic connection there. So I'm definitely sensing, all of this is there, and it's going to keep you guys in that cycle, especially twin flames. that history and wanting, it's always going to be trying again, trying again, trying again. But I like it. It's one of those connections that you just can't say goodbye to. It's really, really hard to do that. Okay. And then Justin, your question number 6, what about the one Sarah from Carl's Jr.? What is her interest in you? You said you're just curious for some reason why she's in the picture all of a sudden, but she's way too young. Okay, so let's see. So I got the 3 of Pentacles. So, let's keep looking. Looks like, there's some teamwork there. And the 2 of Cups. So there's like an attraction between the 2 of you. So she may also be attracted to you as well. And then I also got the 10 of Cups, and it does look like she wants to have a happy family. So, it does look good. It looks like she's, when you see her, she's at work, so she's focused on her teamwork and, doing her job. But there is something there, and it could lead to something, So there is, I would say, don't write it off just yet. And Jay Wire, just so you do get another question. I don't know if you realize that since you did the $2. So you can ask another question whenever you are ready. Oh, Dave, you didn't know what to put for your 3rd question. I don't think you asked one, did you? Okay. Okay. I see what you're saying then. Okay. And then Justin, you said, is there a reason why all of a sudden you're meeting these newer women now? Kind of like they were sent for you to help in some way, because it may not always be about finding a relationship with them also. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I can do a mix of this and the pendulum too. So I got the 10 of Swords. So, this is talking about, when there's painful endings, there's also new beginnings. So I like that. And then I got the 5 of Swords. And I think it is a way, for you to kind of grow in your communication style, like grow in the way that you're connecting with people. And then one more. And then I also got the Empress. And it's to show you that there is an abundance out there of women, of potential partners. You're never, if it doesn't work out with one person, you're never just stuck. You're never just out of luck. You're always going to have someone new. Someone new is going to come into the picture at some point. So it definitely is a sign from the universe. And I love that. So I feel like that actually answered it. But yes, it's not always about the relationship, but it is about learning those lessons from the universe. Oh, Timothy, I love that. It makes sense. And you're feeling good about your answers. Oh, I love that. Okay. And then Dave, you said, yeah, you can understand, even though she doesn't think your age difference of 30, 60 years isn't a problem for her. She might be worried how your family might feel about it. Oh yeah, definitely. You know what? I wasn't even thinking about the age difference, but yeah, other people, they have their opinions. So, it could definitely be like that. Oh, and Justin, you're old enough to be her father. Hey, it happens. It happens. And Timothy, you said question 2. What does the universe say you need to do when it comes to Maddie right now? Release or continue to wait for her? All right, so for release, okay, I got justice. As you know, justice, this could be saying to kind of wait on the justice system, kind of wait until it's all handled. And then you also said, or continue to wait for her. And I got the 5 of Cups. So yes. So it's kind of saying, yeah, definitely to wait. Like definitely release a little bit so that you can kind of wait on the justice system. Because if you do continue to wait, you may be disappointed, in the meantime. So I think it's a way, it's not saying that she won't come back, but it's a way to protect your own heart when you're kind of waiting on this. Because you do have a couple weeks, of a waiting period. So do what feels best for you, and then you can decide when everything is handled, you can kind of decide what to do. Okay, Jay Wire. Oh, you're so welcome. You said there has been a break in communication. Can I ask the pendulum if there is a time frame of reconnecting? Yes, of course. Okay, so let's see. Okay. What is the time frame of reconnecting for Jay Wire? Okay, so it is a little bit of a wait. But it could be worse. Okay, I got 4 months. So, there is going to be a 4-month, maybe waiting period before you guys really kind of come back together, and that could be when you guys completely reconnect. So it could be like 3 months, before there's like a breakthrough in communication, but it does seem like that reconnection would take about 4 months. So, if you think about it, that's like, I think that's around Christmas time. That's like holidays when a lot of people are feeling nostalgic and everybody kind of wants a partner during that time. So I think that that's kind of a very romantic time. So I like that. Oh, I love that, Justin. You said you're a light worker for women and have a chance to fall in love with them. I love that. Okay, and Timothy, you understand. And then Dave, you said the age difference is only 6 years more than the age of your oldest niece, who turns 30 today. Oh, okay. So yeah, I could see why some people in your family might be a little, weird about it. But you know what? It happens all the time, and you can't really help who you fall for. You can't help if there's an age gap. Okay, and then Justin, for your question number 8, you said, what do you have to look forward to the rest of this month and in September? Okay, so the rest of this month, there's going to be a public victory. This could be at work. This could be having a public date, or even getting into a relationship. Whatever it is, it's going to be some sort of victorious thing that is very public, that people can see, they know what's happening. And then I also have the Ace of Swords, so I'm seeing new ideas and new communication. Maybe with someone new, or maybe, someone that you're already interested in, but definitely getting to know each other. And I'll do one more for this month, and then we'll go to September. And then I also see the moon. So there is going to be, kind of the unknown, which I love. Like sometimes you're not supposed to know. So that's kind of like you don't really know what's going to happen, but it's going to surprise you in the best way. So I think that it's kind of keeping a surprise, but there's definitely something to be excited about for the rest of this month. And then let's get into September. So for September, I do see kind of holding on to something maybe that's not so good for you. That could be like a habit. It could be maybe you're not over somebody. It could be, it could be so many different things. And then I also got the 4 of Cups. So there is sort of like a disconnect going on in September too. Maybe where you're kind of, this doesn't have to be negative. It could be positive. But that's what I'm sensing. And then you're also going to have a little bit of a waiting period. So August is going to like end with a bang for you. But then September is going to be a little bit different. You're kind of going to have a pause. You're kind of going to have, a little bit of things going on, holding on to some things, maybe having to release some things. But it looks interesting. Oh, and Jay Wire, I love that. You said you're not surprised one bit. Oh, and you're so welcome. And Timothy, you said you keep getting Instagram and Facebook notifications for Maddie's profiles, even though you're blocked still. Oh, wow. Okay, that sounds like divine intervention, like trying to keep you updated, because even if you're blocked, like you shouldn't be able to see that, but it was pretty cool. Okay. Justin, you say you're gonna be sugar daddies with Dave. I love that. And yeah, Dave, exactly. You definitely can't control it, and I really don't see a problem. As long as they're of age, there's really no problem. Okay. Oh, I love that, Jay Wire. So that's going to be a good pendulum question. So you want to know what type of nursing specialty should you do after you graduate? Such a good question. Okay, let me just connect real quick. Okay, one second. Let me. Oh, I love that. So I actually got like end of life support. So like when people are like coming off of like a ventilator, like coming off of life support, or like when, I think it could be that, or when they are like at the end of their life, kind of like when you're taking care of them in hospice is what I'm getting. So, you know, and obviously that is up to you, but I think the pendulum is just kind of going off of what you would excel in, what you'd be really good in. You know, maybe you're very empathetic, so something like that, you would be able to be there for the families and for the patient and really help them. So yes, definitely like hospice, or, you know, if it's like just kind of like the end of life, maybe life support, taking people off life support, or doing organ donation. But that's how I would interpret that. But yeah, I feel like that's a really good field. You know, it's definitely something that not everybody can handle. So if you can, then yeah, I think that would be great. Okay, and then Justin, you said that's interesting because you'll be going on vacation for a week starting August 29th. Oh, so maybe that would be good for thinking and meditating. Oh, well, there you go. That makes sense. Yeah, having that and that disconnect. Okay, see, like I said, it's not always negative. Like sometimes when you see disconnect, you can think like there's something wrong. But oh, interesting. James, you said palliative. Yeah, you said Turkey Field. Your sister-in-law started out wanting to do old age psych and ended up switching to pediatric and said, oh, yeah, like I said, it definitely is going to be for a specific type of person that can handle that. Because, yeah, I could see that being difficult. Okay, let's see. Oh, and Lucy turns 22 on the 30th. Oh, well, there you go. That's not bad. Okay, and then Timothy said pendulum. So you said September 12th to 14th, you're planning to go back to Illinois. Does this align with the universe as being a successful timeline and trip? Okay, let's see. Okay, for that I got maybe, so let me get you a message to kind of see. Oops, sorry. Well, this is a very logical answer. So it said lawyer will let you know. So, you know, I think it does kind of, you know, depend on all of that. That is kind of like right after the court date. So I think that is going to be something that's going to be based on what your lawyer says, you know, if that's a good idea and if that's going to work out. So that is what I got. And then Justin, did you ask all of your questions? I think you did 8. And then you stopped asking. So, oh, you got disconnected. Oh, okay. Ads and commercials. Oh, sorry about that. Okay. And then, oh, and Timothy, you see finances being tight as well. Oh, yeah. I mean, I can just do that as an extension of your question. But let's see, like if finances would be the issue. So I'm actually getting no. So maybe you'll actually have something good happen. It looks like it will just kind of be about the whole court case and everything. And yes, Justin, you do have 2 left. So feel free to go ahead and ask. Oh, wow. This went by really quick because it's already almost 10. So yeah, we'll definitely close this out by 10. So I'm going to let you, anyone that has, there was a bunch of people. So for anybody that I said before that won the mystery crystal, if you come back, if you're watching this replay and you left, you know, before we got to Q&A, you can come back another time and just tell me that you won the mystery crystal from last time and I'll give you the 2 free questions. So I just feel bad because you won and then we didn't get everybody. Oh, Justin, yeah, I understand, yeah. Well, I don't know. I mean, I am sorry that, you know, you got disconnected and you had to wait because, yeah, it's difficult when we're live for sure. But go ahead and ask your questions. I think that you are the last one for tonight, unless anybody else were to hop on, but... you a minute. Oh, let's see. Timothy, you said that's interesting. Even though you're out on bond, you got pulled over and got a speeding ticket by a state trooper. She didn't say anything. Oh, she didn't say anything about it. So you think you're legal to leave state? Oh, okay. I guess it also depends on when that would be. Like if that court date, because maybe that's why you need to ask the lawyer if that court date could affect anything. And Ron, yes, owls are such a good sign. Those are like known for being your intuition, like your third eye. Like, so if you see owls, it's going to be a reminder that your intuition is guiding you and is on point. So yes, I love that question. And I would definitely see that as a, very intuitive, affirming sign. Okay, and then Justin for the pendulum, he said, would Sarah from Carl's Jr. be a good one for you, or should you wait and be patient for Cecilia? And you said, but who knows how long you'll be waiting. Okay, so let's see. About Sarah from Carl's Jr., I'm getting maybe, but then should you wait for Cecilia? Okay, I am getting yes for that. And you said, I know you asked, like, who knows how long you'll be waiting, but let's find out, like, how long would you be waiting? Okay, let's see. Okay, so it actually looks like it would be 2 months of wait time. So that's not really too bad. And let me see, is she going to end it? So yeah, they will break up. So if that helps, 2 months it goes by pretty quick. So it does seem like she would be the one to wait for. Oh, and Timothy, that's so nice that she was nice for being an out-of-state person. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Oh, that's funny. Just Justin's comment. Timothy, you said you weren't sure if it was legal to leave state or not, but given your foster dad's health, oh, right, you didn't care. You went anyways, you took the chance. Well, hey, it seemed to work out. So, I think it was all, again, divinely guided, and that is an important thing to do. So, yeah, I think that's, again, the universe will support that. If you were doing something bad, then yeah, you'd probably have, repercussions for that. But yeah, it sounds good. And then Justin, you have one more question, so I'm waiting on that. And then, like I said, for anyone, if you guys are watching this replay and you found out that you did win, just let me know next Monday when I go live, and I'll add your questions to that Q&A. So that way, you always get your mystery crystal winnings, no matter what. Okay, and Ronnie said the reason you asked about owls was that your ex-mother-in-law loved owls, and you went to a flea market yesterday, and you were seeing owls all over the place, and you see that as a sign that you should continue pursuing your ex. I love that. Definitely, if that reminds you of her, if that was like her thing, then that definitely would be that connection. And you know what? That's also, you take that as a sign, and owls are like, again, they are telling you, yes, follow your intuition. Your intuition was telling you that. So that's absolutely like a confirmation. And Timothy, she said she would pray for your foster dad and for you to have a safe trip home. That's so nice. You told her, ironically, when she pulled you over, you were on the phone with your pastor. Oh, wow. Well, I'm glad that all worked out. I love that. Oh, Justin, you love my pencil. You want to marry it? Oh my gosh, it made you happy with little tears. Your tears want to fall, but you didn't cry. Oh, I love that. Yeah, like I said, sometimes you just need to check in and you need to know what the right thing to do is. So I'm so glad to hear that helped. And then you do have one more question, Justin, if you want, to kind of get that out of the way. Yeah, I think you're the last one of the night. But this was a good, I feel really, really happy. It was a good welcome back. I know my room is kind of messy right now, so just ignore that. But yeah, it feels like a good welcome back from vacation. So I'm really happy, and I hope you guys enjoy this and the replay. And the next week, of course, we'll do it again. Oh, Dave, you said this has been such a positive night for you. You've seen a bunch of other videos and they all point to a positive outcome between you and Hope. I love it. Like I said, like we've been talking about it, and I know you were on an extended timeline, but yeah, it's like it's always been consistent, and I just always believe that it will happen. It's just that you just have to, you have to wait it out. Oh, Timothy said you just gotta say you're so happy to see me back, and you'll definitely watch the replay. Sounds like card 3 would be the one for you, and you can't wait for next Monday. Oh, I know, and now you guys know it's going to be 8. I'll be more punctual. And now I have everything set up, so we are good to go. Oh, okay, and then while you were waiting the past 2 weeks. Oh, I love that. Okay, and then Justin, you said the last one. Will Cecilia come visit your church one day? And yes, you would love to wait for her. You'd love to be with her. And then will this be official? Okay, it's okay. So will she come visit your church one day? So yes, it definitely looks like new beginnings, that's something that she would do and would, be interested in. And then you asked, will this be official with you and her? And I did get the Page of Pentacles, so I do see you having this opportunity to, have an official relationship with her. So honestly, like I said, with Kelly, it was always there was always something, there was blockages, but with this one, it does feel a lot more promising. So I hope that makes you feel good and excited for the future, because it definitely seems like there is actually something there. And then let's see. And then James, you said it's been great. Yep, see you the same time next week. And thank you so much. Yes, I'm definitely enjoying it. It's just a lot of work. And Ron, you said you do want to say, even though you came in late, just hearing my voice gives a positive boost for you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. That's such a great compliment. And Justin, you love this night and return back, and you watch the replay for your big pink heart one. And you love that big pink heart. I know, it's so funny. I had to find that for you because I knew that you relied on it, and I didn't know where it was, but I found it. I love it. And Dave, waiting is the hardest part. Yes, definitely. But it's also fun because you still have that anticipation, It's hard, but it's fun to think about how things could work. And Timothy, you said you may be a little late on Mondays because you have a men's meeting that starts at 7 on Mondays. Okay, except one Monday of the month, elders meeting on that night. Okay, so it starts at, okay, so, well, we'll figure it out. Like I said, if Mondays isn't the best, I can always switch it because I know a couple of people have said that, but we're going to figure it out. Oh, Justin, that's funny. You love the pendulum. Oh my goodness. Well, I think she is a female, or she has female and masculine traits. But your good luck charm. I love it. Yes. And like I said, I actually made this myself, this pendulum. It's made of copper. So it's one of the best energy conductors there is. That's why they use it in, wires and pipes and stuff. But so really, really good connection to the spiritual, energetic realm. So I love it. I had to make it. So I feel very accurate with my answers with it. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to close out for tonight, but I want to thank you guys so much for hopping on. I'm so sorry that a lot of you guys missed it. I knew that you probably didn't know, and I didn't make the announcement. I should have said something yesterday. But now you know that I'll be back, and it'll be Mondays, 8 p.m. until further notice. If we end up changing it, then I will let you guys know before we make any changes. But for now, we'll do that, and then if anything changes, I'll let you guys know. Timothy, good night. Oh, and thank you. Yes, it's definitely fun. Oh, and you see the yin yang on it. Yes, it's definitely that yin yang, masculine, feminine energy. But yes, it was so good seeing you guys, and have a good night, and I can't wait to see you next week. I'll have more surprises in store for us, so definitely check in if you can. And yeah. Oh, I'm so sorry, Justin. Don't be worried about me. I'm good. I just had to take my time to get here, and it was just a lot. But we are all good, and we are back. So oh, Ron, you'll never be late again. I love that. Okay, Justin, I will. You're right. I should have communicated. That is my bad. Honestly, yeah, it was just a lot. But all right, well, good night, everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your week and weekend. Thank you, Dave. Same to you. Yes, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next week and doing this all over again. All right, well, I'll see you guys then. So have a good one.